I got two last coaches I want to throw out there because I kind of wanted to go Kerr Pop direction.
Yeah,
but I think Kerr is the definitive one just because, I mean, I know you could make the argument, oh, well, Mark Jackson had a good team.
But Mark Jackson didn't get the same results.
But Kerr made them exceptionally better.
Yeah.
He pushed them to a championship level team.
And he got more out of them than I think Mark Jackson expected. I don't think Mark Jackson saw what he had with some of these guys, notably your boy.
Steph Curry.
No, I would say the nut kicker.
Oh, Draymond Green.
Draymond Green, the dirtiest player in basketball.
The nutcracker would have been better, Dave.
Yeah, well, he did kick. The dirtiest player in basketball, but
dirtiest player?
All due respect, I know Dellavedova's up there. But,
are we going to go dirtiest player in basketball?
But look, he's up there. He's up there, but he's also one of the best at his position. He's a dynamic player, and we didn't see him really get that full showing during the Mark Jackson time. Steve Kerr came in with this system, saw the talent he had, and he built his system around the talent. Look, I've got Steph Curry. I've got Klay Thompson.
We're just going to jack threes.
We're going to jack threes, and we're going to be successful at it. You want to know why? I'm going to get bigs who down low are rim protectors and can just dish the ball out. I don't even care what else they do. Just defend the rim. Don't let anybody go down.
And then even let Draymond develop an outside game?
Yeah. I mean, he saw the talent he had. He built a system around it, and has been incredibly successful. And I don't think there's any way to take anything away from him. There really isn't. The only thing is his age. Look, he's only been here for 2 years. He was obviously out for half of last year, or not half, but a good portion of last year. Meanwhile, at 2, we got Pop. The man's been doing it for longer than anybody in the business.
Well, and the thing with Pop that I like is it seems like he manages his players well. And by manages his players well, he doesn't care that, oh, we're playing in Cleveland. Cleveland fans coming in to see Timmy D. I don't care. He's resting today.
Yeah. Some of that was giving the league the finger.
Yeah.
Some of that was for his players' benefit. A lot of it was because he had an aging team. Well, he had to know.
Look at our rankings so far. Tony Parker lower, Manu lower. These older players are lower than what they would have been a few years ago when they had fresher, younger legs.
Oh, absolutely. This is a team that has maintained its position at the top of the Western Conference through two transitions. You got to remember, all the way back to when the Admiral going into the Hall of Fame, nice job there, sir, all the way through to this generation. Now you've got Kawhi and you got LaMarcus Aldridge as the captains, the owners of this team. And I honestly think that they've stayed relevant almost the entirety of that time. And it's thanks to Pop, who knows how to manage his team, who knows how to bring in. I know their talent development is fantastic. Their scouting, overseas talent, they're bar none the best in the league. So organization-wise, the Spurs are still the best organization, well-run in the league. As far as coaching goes, Pop, he's still up there. The only reason I'm giving him that 2 is because he hasn't been able to win that championship in the last 2 years, and I think it's...
Well, I mean, he's got the Warriors ahead of him.
And I understand that, but
which you're probably sitting there going, well, that's why Kerr's above
him. But he got outcoached in this last series. My last vision of him...
Billy Donovan
Billy D outcoached him. And that kind of... And it's outcoached, but it's also like you saw the players' health fail, and you saw the age of the Spurs truly hit. So, I don't know. I mean, I respect the hell out of Pop. He's one of the greatest coaches. I got 2 last coaches I want to throw out here, even though I said we're not going to focus on a lot of them outside the top 10. I want to ask you about these 2 because one of them's your boy. My boy.
Well, your boy, Sean's boy. It's one of your boy. I can't remember. You guys agree so damn much.
Because it's a We Agree podcast.
Jeff Hornacek.
Hornacek.
He was a guy in our rankings right smack dab in the middle area, like 15, 17 area. Here's the big thing about the Knicks, and they were talking about it yesterday on SportsCenter. The quest for 50. Is it alive, and can Hornacek help them get to 50 wins? It's
a great question. Honest answer, I don't know if they can. He comes into a team with a lot of ego.
How many games does Derrick Rose play? That's the question. How many games does that knee hold up for?
Doesn't even matter.
It's like Derrick Rose, I guess he sent a letter to Colin Kaepernick that said, hey, man, I'd kneel if my knees let me.
Oh, shit. That's terrible. Look, Hornacek walks into a team with egos out the door.
But he's got Joe.
Carmelo Anthony and Derrick Rose both think they're like the greatest player in the league. And you have
Phil Jackson, Phil
Jackson saying success is a championship, which, yeah, I'm going to sweat that a little bit if I'm him.
Fits right in New York, though, with that New York media.
Absolutely. And they've got one of the young rising stars in our boy Porzingis.
Thank you for saying it right, by the way. Everyone keeps saying that wrong. It's like they put a gis at the end. It's Porzingis. Jeez, get it right.
He's got a lot to do this year. He's got a lot.
The spark plug of Joe. Don't forget Joe.
I'm just never going to mention him. So they've got a lot of ego. They've got a lot of interesting pieces there. He's got to find a way to put it together.
I don't know about 50, but they can maybe make the playoffs.
They should be able to win 40. Carmelo Anthony can drag this team to 15 wins on his own. Like he could put
a bad knee.
You could put 4 Kyle Singlers out there with Carmelo Anthony and win 15 games.
I don't know if you can do that.
I think you can.
I don't know. And on the podcast, I have to get this reference in.
Yeah.
Frank Vogel. Got to talk Magic.
Got
to get our Magic.
We haven't had a chance to
in.
shit talk you yet.
Well, here's my shit talk for the Mavericks.
Unfortunately, you have a good coach.
Magic fans, you have to thank Frank Vogel, write him letters that he's your coach.
Yeah.
Because if he was not your coach, you would be last in our team rankings.
Yeah. He's your saving grace.
Alert, you're not last because of Frank Vogel, but really he's the only thing this team's got besides 11 starters.
Yeah, they got 10 starters. 10 starters. 10 legit starters. I love you, Magic fans. Frank Vogel is a great coach,
I don't think
though.
Sean does. I don't think Sean likes him.
I can't imagine why. I mean, we'll have to ask him about that one day so we can finally unveil that mystery.
Well, dude, they got Bismack. Bismack will bring them a ring, right?
Absolutely. Frank Vogel, great coach, had a good run in Indy. Unfortunately, didn't lead to a championship. It seemed like he just wasn't effective.
Should have been fired sooner than he was, I think.
It was really the falling off of their non-center. Oh, my God.
Yeah, Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert just disappeared.
But I think like with this, Vogel, the big thing is you had a coach last year who I always saw him as the, former Magic player, played point guard while Shaq was there during the 90s era. Wasn't really, they had Scott Skiles.
Yeah, I know. I'm
coach. I saw you give me the face.
I hear played with Shaq in the 90s, and my first reaction is Penny Hardaway.
No, but Scott Skiles was there.
I know.
He was one of those veteran leaders of that 90s Magic team before Penny got there, Dave.
Oh, God. Scott Skiles.
But
no,
it was one of those things.
Vogel is going to do a great job. He's going to develop your talent. He will get your team to
hopefully bring in
the
some
bottom
defense.
of the playoffs. Guaranteed.
Hopefully bring in some defense to that, too.
Yeah. Absolutely. I like him. I think that was probably their best move this offseason was bringing in Frank Vogel.
Really? Over Bismack Biyombo?
What?
That was the best free agent signing of the whole damn class,
Or was
Dave.
it trading for Serge Ibaka, the 37-year-old Serge Ibaka?
Could be that, too. It could be trading for a little old Serge. But, yeah, the thing with Vogel, and the reason why I bring him up is he fell at 11, so he didn't get in our top 10, but that's just because Dave wanted Stan Van in our top 10.
Dwight! What are you doing?
And there we go. We got it in. I knew Dave wanted to do it.
We form a fucking wall. And that's what Stan is saying at the 10 spot. Right there. We formed a fucking wall.
Right at the wall.
You can't get in.
Wall. Vogel
doesn't get in. I love Stan, man. This is a wonderful team in Detroit he's got. He's just got to put together now for the playoff run. They challenged last year. And you saw they were the 1 year away plan. That's where they're at.
I think I'm going to use the same kind of reference that Jack Del Rio made for the Raiders this year after they won their Week 1 game. Mm-hmm. Last year was the season when, especially in the playoffs, was the season where the Pistons learned how to compete. This year's where they learn how to win. I'm not saying they win a championship, but maybe push forward into a second round, not an Eastern Conference Finals, but a second round.
They've got a super young team. They're really good across the board. Mm-hmm. Drummond needs to hit his free throws. It's that easy.
But that's going to do it for the fast break. I want you guys, let us know down below what you think of our coaching rankings from across the board. We don't have Mike Rankin here, so it's not rankings this week. But if you're sitting to yourself thinking, oh, Ricky Wisens is a video podcast, I can't see your faces this week, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. Just another way for you guys to support us so that hopefully we can make every single podcast here at MVP a video podcast in the future.
We want to put all our
YouTube
time
friends.
into this.
We do.
We really do.
We want to put all of our time into it. We love doing it for you. However, we need some help, and if you want to support us, check out our Patreon page. You can check us out on Twitter. Those are down in the description. Make sure to hit us up on all the social medias, Instagram, Twitter. We've got Snapchat. We've got this. We've got that. Sean putting it on a lockdown. Those are in the description as well. Want to thank you guys for tuning into the Fast Break. Hopefully Sean will be back as we preview the Central Division and start our team rankings next week. But as always, have a good day, everybody.
Thank you for listening to this MVP podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Most Valuable Pod for more great podcasts.